Ed, Edward, and Alfred. Welcome to the show. It's Ed, Edward, and Alfred. They'll keep you in the know.
This broadcast is being sponsored by the Pendragon Apothecary. And Pendragon Apothecary is in downtown Ocean Springs, and it's a wellness shop where you can find many different medicinal herbs, the various mushroom powders, things that are becoming known today, which have been around. A lot of these things have been around forever, since ancient times, really. I mean, we've got blue lotus, which was used by the ancient Egyptians. It's sort of a relaxing type tea. It's the flower of the blue lotus, and also all of the different mushrooms from the Vedic medical world, things like reishi and chaga, lion's mane. Lion's mane is very popular right now because it's known to be a powerful nootropic, so it has an impact on the brain and on helping people with cognitive difficulties. Let's drill down a little bit on that. How long, Alfred, has lion's mane been known to have a positive impact on cognitive issues in humans? How long has this been known by the medical world?
Well, thanks for that lead in, Edward, and absolutely, it's a great topic. Lion's mane has actually been recognized for centuries in traditional medicine, especially in East Asia. It's been used in Chinese medicine for hundreds of years, possibly even over a millennium, for its benefits on cognitive function, nerve health, and overall mental clarity. Modern researchers has kind of caught up with that traditional wisdom, so it's really been known for a very long time. And it's fascinating to see how these ancient remedies are getting a kind of modern spotlight now.
Right, I guess they would fit into the current definition of biohacks, but not scientifically recently discovered biohacks. These are ancient biohacks that are now becoming more popular. Now, lion's mane is particularly a nootropic. Tell us about some of the other medicinal mushrooms. Let's, for example, let's talk about chaga mushroom. What is the medicinal benefit of the chaga mushroom?
Absolutely, and you're spot on. It's like rediscovering these ancient biohacks and giving them a new lease of life. Now, chaga is a really interesting one. It's often found growing on birch trees in cold climates, and it's been used in Siberian and other northern cultures for centuries. Traditionally, chaga's valued for its immune-boosting properties. It's packed with antioxidants, and is known for helping reduce inflammation and supporting overall wellness. So, while lion's mane is more about cognitive function, chaga's really kind of your immune system's friend. It's been a staple in folk medicine for a very long time, and is now getting a bit of that modern recognition as well.
Okay, and one more let's go through. How about cordyceps, another mushroom powder? And all of these products that we've got at the Pendragon Apothecary are powderized mushrooms. So cordyceps, what are the benefits of cordyceps for humanity?
Absolutely, let's dive into cordyceps. So cordyceps is another fascinating mushroom, and it's been traditionally used in Tibetan and Chinese medicine for centuries. It's often known for its energy boosting and endurance enhancing properties. So people historically have used it to help with stamina, to help with recovery, and even for respiratory health. Modern athletes sometimes use it as a natural supplement to support performance and endurance. So it's kind of another one of those ancient remedies that's found its way into the modern wellness toolkit. And of course, all these powdered forms you have at Pendragon Apothecary make it really easy for people to incorporate them into their daily routines.
I can't help myself. Let's talk about turkey tail. That's been a popular medicinal mushroom also. We've got that at the apothecary. Tell us about turkey tail. Has there been any recent information about turkey tail as it benefits cancer patients' recovery? What kind of information do we have on that?
Absolutely. Let's touch on turkey tail because it's another really well-respected medicinal mushroom. So turkey tail has been used traditionally in Asia, especially in Chinese and Japanese medicine, for a long time. And in more recent years, it's actually gained quite a bit of attention in the scientific community for its potential immune-boosting properties, particularly in supporting cancer patients. Now, while it's not a cure, there have been studies looking at how turkey tail might help improve immune function during cancer treatment. Some research suggests it can help patients recover more robustly by supporting their immune system. So it's kind of seen as an adjunct therapy in some holistic approaches, and it's definitely one of those mushrooms that's become more popular as people look for natural ways to support their health. So it's great that you have it at the apothecary because it's definitely in that family of mushrooms that's getting a lot of attention.
Yes, it is. Now, recently, you know, something that's been pretty big in the news is stem cell therapy, and a lot of people are seeking stem cell therapy in the United States. Some people are going to, let's say, Mexico, where they've got a more, I don't know if it's more advanced, but I guess the FDA hasn't regulated it so much in parts of other parts of the world, like in Mexico, Tijuana, Mexico, for example, where they're using, let's say, maybe variations of stem cell therapy that we're not able to use in the U.S. So maybe in some cases more potent. Tell us about stem cell therapy. What exactly is going on with stem cell therapy, and why is it beneficial to humans?
Absolutely. It's a fascinating and pretty hot topic right now. So stem cell therapy at its core is all about using stem cells, which are essentially these master cells that have the ability to develop into many different types of cells in the body. They're used to repair, regenerate, or replace damaged tissues or cells. And that's why it's really appealing for a lot of different conditions. People look into it for things like joint injuries, certain degenerative diseases, and even some neurological conditions. In the US, it's a bit more regulated, so the FDA has pretty strict guidelines about what can and can't be done. In places like Mexico, the regulations can be different, which sometimes means they offer treatments that aren't yet approved or are still in the experimental phase in the US. The idea is that these stem cells can potentially help the body heal itself in ways that other treatments can't. So it's definitely an area of a lot of interest and ongoing research, and it's something people are really hopeful about.
So I understand when you're receiving the therapy, let's say you've got a back injury, they would inject the stem cells right into the area where the injury has occurred. But there's also an alternative way to do it for a more systemic approach to wellness, where you would get an infusion of some type that would be, let's say, not injected, but taken in a different way, which would be more of a systemic tonic to the system as opposed to the injection at the injury site. Tell us a little about those two facets.
Absolutely. So you got it right. There are indeed a couple of different approaches. For something like a back injury or a specific joint issue, they often do what's called a localized injection. That means they're injecting the stem cells right into the site of the injury, hoping to directly promote healing and regeneration in that particular area. It's kind of targeted, like sending the repair crew exactly where they're needed. On the other hand, there's the systemic approach where stem cells are delivered through an IV infusion. That means they go into your bloodstream and circulate throughout your body. This approach is more about overall wellness or addressing conditions that might benefit from a more whole body effect rather than targeting just one spot. People sometimes look into that for overall immune support or systemic inflammatory conditions, so it's really just two different strategies. One is very focused and localized, and the other is more about an all-over holistic benefit.
So this is fitting into the current move toward health span, living longer, not just longevity, but living longer, healthier. Is that right?
Yes, exactly. You've got it. It's all about that idea of health span. So not just adding more years to life, but making sure those years are healthier and more vibrant. And that's why a lot of these therapies and natural approaches are becoming popular. People aren't just looking.
Okay. All right. Well, we've just lost Alfred there.
Additional medicinal mushrooms we talked about. It's all part of.
So okay, good. Well, these are all, I guess, things that are becoming more in the forefront medically, because there's a lot of interest in it, because there's a lot of baby boomers out there, and so as this golden wave of baby boomers continues to increase as we go forward, there's going to be more of an increase in the interest in these whole areas, I would say. So we're heading into a time where more and more we're going to learn about more biohacks that are coming forward, and there will be more discoveries in this field. Anyway, okay, that's our segment for Pendragon Apothecary. Thank you for being with us on this segment, Alfred. It's Pendragon Apothecary, downtown Ocean Springs, also pendragonapothecary.com.
And Edward and Alfred, welcome to the show. It's Edward and Alfred. They'll keep you in the know.